Hello, my darlings. It's Moira Rose. You might recognize me from Sunrise Bay, the soap opera that I was the star of. I was asked to host this little show called Real Reactions this week. I told them that it would be an easy task for me since I once hosted the non-televised portion of People's Choice Awards. Just kidding, it's me, Isabella, your host. The Canadian comedy Schitt's Creek was created by the son and father duo Dan and Eugene Levy and tells the story of the Rose family losing their fortune and moving to a small motel room in Schitt's Creek, a town that they bought years ago, as a joke. It is funny, heartfelt, and definitely not shitty. Let's get some reactions.
Immigration?
Revenue.
There are people here from the government.
Baby, it's crazy. People are just like taking our stuff.
Leave your finances to me, said son of a bitch.
There's a very small amount set aside for you, and one asset the government has allowed you to retain.
The kids.
The children are dependents, Moira. You bought a small town in 1991.
I bought that as a joke for my son.
You can live there for next to nothing until you get back on your feet.
Okay, this week we're discussing Schitt's Creek. Some of us are in costume. Love the background, Catalina. So, question one, how are we feeling about the town of Schitt's Creek? Would you live there or even visit there? What is the town's spirit like?
I don't think I'd ever want to live there. I don't know. I think I would definitely visit there. It definitely seems like a place I'd visit just for the name, like Schitt's Creek. Obviously, you'd want to visit Schitt's Creek, and I'm not sure if this was in the first 3 episodes, but the billboard for the town is a poppin', to say the least.
Yeah, I feel like I would pull over there when I'm on a road trip and I'm hungry, but I wouldn't intentionally go there.
Yeah, I don't really see much of a reason. It's kind of a run-down town, and it would be funny to pose in front of that sign. But besides that, really not my vibe.
So, Mayor Schitt and Johnny's first interaction was definitely awkward. Do you think they'll form a friendship in time, or do you expect a rivalry between the two?
I think they have a nice, very special bond. It's a nice bond where it's a mostly hate relationship from I'm blanking on Johnny, right? Yeah. It's mostly a hate relationship with Johnny, but then he has this moment, it's like, oh man, I love this guy, and then the mayor does something to mess it up. But I really like their relationship. It's definitely more friendly, and I think it will progress to be more friendliness rather than a rivalry.
I guess it depends how long they'll stay there, right? Because they don't look very happy to be there right now. So I'm guessing they're gonna do everything they can to leave. I've already seen this whole show, but from the first episodes, this is what I can say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why not. Like, he's such a good dinner guest. Like, you know, everything looks so delicious, great manners. I don't know why they wouldn't be great friends.
So Moira, the mother, chose to save her wigs from the house. What belongings would you have saved in the event of bankruptcy?
Definitely my camera, hard drives, pictures is probably the first thing. That would kind of suck. It would be kind of overwhelming, but those are some that come to mind.
If it were me, I would also agree with Derek. I would take my camera. I have some lights. I have audio. Like all my film stuff I would take because it's expensive, even if I could sell it just so I can get some money back. But yes, I am a loser. I'm going to say Legos. I have lots of Legos. I would take all my Legos, and I would take my gaming stuff because I can also resell that. But I want my Legos because, God damn it, I put a lot of money in that, and I want to look at them.
I think I'd probably take my laptop. This is probably the most expensive thing I own. And I bought it with my own money, so it means a lot. And I think I'd take my clothes and my makeup just because I have tons of it and I'm a big fashion person. And also, those things are expensive, so you gotta take them when you can.
I loved all those responses. Those were great. So Moira, Johnny, Alexis, and David, all the actors received multiple Emmy and Golden Globe nominations. Some of them even won. How do you feel about their characters and performances?
They're all like perfect for their roles. It's really, if anything, this show is just such a great character show. Like they're all just so good. Especially since it's really cool. Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara have starred in like a bunch of stuff together, like for over like 20 or 30 years. I know they've starred in some Christopher Guest movies together, and they definitely have amazing chemistry. And I definitely think it helps that they, Dan and Eugene Levy, I believe, wrote it. So, and they're producers behind it. So they definitely have their characters down. Everything really that happens, it's a lot of character-based sort of like interactions and situations, which are always the best. It never feels like this isn't something that character would do. They're all very different and in some ways alike, but I really love just in like 3 episodes in an hour how much character building there's.
Yeah, I think all our characters are so iconic, and I love Alexis so much. Like, she makes me laugh so much. Like, every time I think back at the show and I'm like, okay, who made me laugh the most? Probably like Alexis and David. Like, their relationship is so great. It's so funny.
Yeah, I've only seen the first 3 episodes, but the acting's great. It's almost like there's no straight character. Like, everyone's so absurd and ridiculous. Like, the straightest character, I guess, is Eugene Levy, but even he's like asking for dine and breakfast, so he has no idea what's going on. But no, it's great. I like the show.
So there are some romantic hints so far in these 3 episodes with Alexis and Mutt. Do you guys think their opposites attract chemistry? Do you like it? Do you think Alexis can really date someone like Mutt?
I don't know if we've like seen enough really to like say, because it's only been like probably like 10 minutes about that within like the 3 episodes. But I think it would definitely be an interesting path to go on. I think that shaking it up and not having her date another like rich like loser asshole would be an interesting turn. But I guess they have chemistry. I can't really tell at this point, but I think it would be interesting if they were dating.
I really like the idea of them just being friends. I think since they are kind of completely opposite, I like how she bounces these crazy ideas off him and he bounces ideas off of her. And I hope it stays a friendship. And I am at a part now where she is seeing someone, but I really don't want Mutt to be her boyfriend, because I think it works better to me as a friendship, and I think that they would make better friends rather than a couple.
So the hotel receptionist, Stevie, interacts a lot with David. Do you think their friendship will form eventually? How do you feel about Stevie?
Yeah, I love Stevie so much. I just really enjoy like all the responses that she has, like immediate responses of things that you're like, what? How do you come up with this? But yeah, I don't know. I hope they become friends. I think that'd be fun.
Stevie is fantastic. I think every time both David and Stevie share a scene, I think it's probably one of my favorite scenes in the whole episode. I just love their banter and their interactions with each other, and how they're both similar and opposite in certain ways. So I love just seeing in what ways they're similar and what ways they're different, and how they kind of collide with each other. But I love when they both share screen time together.
Yeah, I mean, they gotta stay friends. Like, she got him that great lead as the grocery bagger. I'm like, that's true friendship.
So we all saw the welcome sign going into town. Do you think Johnny should have just left it be? Or he meddled with it and it ended up a little worse than they expected?
I don't even know like where he should begin with the town. I mean, if you're buying a town as like a joke, then it's gonna be pretty hard to sell it back. And I thought the sign was hilarious, especially how it's tied to like the Schitt family history. But I think that if I was Johnny, I'd want the sign to go down. That's the first thing you see when you enter a town.
Also, like, how many people do you know that want to buy a town? Like, I didn't even know you could buy a town. In what world can you buy a town? So I would definitely take down that sign because you don't want to risk the one person who might want to buy the town to turn around and leave.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty heroic, the way he's protecting her from the water. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's really going to draw people in.
So last question, will you keep watching the show?
Hell yeah. This show's great. I love that. I've seen the first episode a few times, so I didn't bother watching it again. But I'm glad I'm like continuing to watch it because it's the show that I like. It's not full 30 minutes, so it's not like, oh, I can like take a break from homework and watch an episode of Schitt's Creek and then end up getting behind on homework because I watched 5 episodes in a row. But I really do enjoy it, and I want to keep seeing it and see where these characters go and how this town evolves, and I'm really just looking forward to finishing the show.
Oh my goodness, I might just watch it again, like for the second time already in like less than a month. But it is so good, so good, and it's totally worth it. I am totally gonna watch it again.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch more. My family loves it, so I think they're gonna force me. But I think even if I had to make the decision myself, I would continue. The episodes are so short, so.
I believe that their like success in the past year is because of TikTok. I think a lot of people got the word out for the show through TikTok. I think I saw Dan Levy talking about that once. But power of TikTok. Anyways, thank you all for joining me discussing Schitt's Creek. We'll see you next week.
Johnny Rhodes.
Rolling shit.
Oh, you're the mayor we're supposed to meet.
That's right. So if you're looking for an ass to kiss, it's mine.
You have a couple of sweets.
No,
This guy.
This is a motel, so we cater more to off-road truckers and drunk teenagers.
This place is a dump. It's a dump. You know what? It's a hellhole.
This wine is awful. Give me another glass.
God? And we haven't been close?
I don't want to be just written off as some gorgeous airhead, you know?
This is my town, and you're gonna play by my rules now. I'm just messing with you, man. Or am I?
9 Emmy Awards in one single Emmy ceremony in 2020. I guess there's a lot we can learn from the show. For example, in case of a bankruptcy, make sure you invest in a random town with a terrible name. Oh, and also wigs! Definitely wigs! That'll definitely prove useful. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Although our reactions may be a little ridiculous and a little bit racy, they're always real.